Protein is derived from the Greek word prota, which means primary. It was first discovered in the 1800s. This is the perfect name, as the benefits of protein are impossible to ignore. If your goal is to consistently add or maintain muscle, protein is non-negotiable. While there are many things that can be experimented with or added in, they are rarely necessities and often secondary. However, I would always recommend considering a high-quality whey protein as well as the well-studied creatine monohydrate. The first in importance, in my opinion, being whey protein is your number one supplement to a healthy diet. Your muscles are literally made up of protein, which is made from amino acids, which are the building blocks to your muscles being able to recover. In addition, protein helps with your skin health, your tendons, organs, and hormones, to name a few. In this video, we will go over how much protein you need and protein powder specifically. Stick around to the end for the recommended amount. My quick disclaimer is that supplements are just that, supplemental to a healthy, nutritious, and balanced diet. Enjoy the experience of eating healthy and nutrient-dense food. High protein-packed foods being first and foremost. This helps you to feel full, and then you can backfill from there. When life gets busy and you need some extra protein after a hard day of work, moving, and getting in after it in the gym, this is when protein shakes come into play. You do also need the stimulus for your muscles to grow, which would be a resistance training with weights or exercise overall. It takes both working together to maximize health and muscle maintenance. Now, how much protein do you need? And how much should come from protein powder? There could be some days you have to get more protein from a scoop of whey because life happens between empty and full. I get it. I've sometimes had days where I survived on protein shakes when I had a busy schedule. When you're looking to gain muscle or trim down fat, either way, protein needs to remain high so that you can maintain the right kind of body composition and can lose the unwanted fat while still shaping your body how you want. Your muscles, which are made from protein, which are made of these amino acids, then signals anabolic pathways. This leads to the process of muscle protein synthesis. This is the key and foundation to muscle growth. I would recommend trying to get roughly 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight across all sources of protein. This is not from one specific study, but instead multiple studies researched by myself through the years, my own experience recovering from workouts, and from observing people I have trained. Now, this is not set in stone, as we all are different, but just a healthy range. Overall, if you are in the range of about 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, I would bet you will still recover and feel healthy. Experiment, see where you feel best. Just do some quick math and see how many grams you need. You might be able to even get a little bit less than that and still be okay. Personally, I have just never been focused on bare minimums, but more on maximizing and optimizing whatever potential my body has. Now, there does appear to be an upper limit for most. If you start pushing more than 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, I don't think you will see more benefits. There is just only so much protein that can be absorbed. Studies from 2014 and 2016 found little additional benefit when consuming 4 to 5 times a normal amount of protein. They did also find in these studies that those who had extremely high protein diets did not gain fat. So even if you have more protein than your body needs, it most likely will not increase your body fat significantly or have negative health effects up to a point. It's probably just not necessary. Now that we know how much protein we should have, we can look at how much protein to come from whey protein. You can get a lot of protein from whey protein, but it's not necessarily optimal, as it should be had with real whole lean protein food sources. However, a positive to whey protein powder is most contain all essential amino acids. These essential amino acids are the ones your body cannot make on its own and have to be consumed for your body to have them. So it can be an efficient way to get most of that in a serving of whey protein powder. This is why it is one of the most popular things to help with muscle growth, maintenance, and overall to recover from workouts. To know how much protein you need, start keeping track of your macronutrients in a notebook, just using and looking at food labels. Always know where you're at for the day. Or you can use a calorie or food tracking app to help you keep all micronutrients tracked as well. See how much protein you're eating, and then see how much you would need to supplement to reach your protein goal of 1 gram per pound of body weight. It is really that simple. I would use a protein powder or shake to fill in as needed to hit your daily protein intake. So if you weigh 180 pounds, you're only getting 100 grams of protein between meals, I would definitely consider adding a couple scoops. Mix in shakes as needed throughout the day. Most protein powder scoops are 25 or 30 grams. You can make a smoothie and double it, add in fruits or vegetables, or make a chocolate or caramel smoothie based on whatever flavor or way you like. For some, that could just be one shake, and at other times you could need a couple to make sure you're getting enough. I would not recommend relying on these alone, as protein from food sources should always be first. But protein powder is supplemental and can be added to a healthy diet. Eating whole nutrient-dense foods is part of living, tasting, and experiencing some flavor. However, protein shakes can be an efficient way to make up for deficiencies and enhance recovery from workouts. The good news is overall the source of protein is not as crucial as just getting the protein, whether it's animal source, plant source, or a shake. Again, if you're getting roughly 1 gram per pound of body weight, you will be in a good place. Yes, not all protein is created equal, but overall the point is to get enough protein and get in the habit of making it a lifestyle. But how much protein powder can you gulp down at one time? The research would suggest quite a bit. Some studies have even shown effectiveness with up to 100 grams of protein at one time. However, I would not necessarily recommend that. How much of that protein is really absorbed or utilized is not really 100% confirmed. So it could come out the other end, if you know what I mean. Again, always focus on food first, then fill in with protein powder to meet your overall needs. Well, the content of this video is pretty simple. It should give you a good framework to build and structure a high protein diet. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Share with your workout and protein-loving amigos. As always, thanks for watching. Our goal is to bring practical, real advice to everyday people. Whether from supplements or food, don't forget to get plenty of protein.